But it's over. Ryan Garcia is banned for heads for a year. Hefty fine.
With the hyped-up situation surrounding Ryan Garcia finally coming to an end, with him getting suspended for 1 year, boxing fans and pros all around the world couldn't control their nerves and have a lot to say about it. Just as the announcement was made by one and only Dan Rafael on his Twitter X page about the ban and the fine, a wildfire started with everyone talking about this and giving their take on things. He reported how Ryan's team has decided on the option that includes Ryan getting suspended from all official boxing along with a hefty fine and fortifying his win to Devin Haney. He tweeted, Ryan Garcia's legal team has made a settlement agreement with MISAC. He has agreed to the following: suspension of at least 1 year, forfeiture of his 1.m official contract purse, which goes to GB. Haney may get percent, a 10K fine, state max, fight officially a no contest. Recently, Dan made another thing clear. This ban will not only be applicable in New York or the United States, but worldwide in all professional and official events and forums. He tweeted, yes, Garcia is banned throughout the US, and there are international commissions that would also honor the ban. He's sitting until at least next April 20th. With this news now in the open, further confirmations were made by Ryan's team on how this ruling was not made in a good nature, as Ryan is an ethical athlete and individual who never once went against any rule intentionally. The statement read, Ryan, with his legal team, has resolved this issue and firmly maintains his truth. He never intentionally took any banned substance. It's simply not in his nature. While talking about the term where he has to forfeit his win to Devin Haney, Ryan's legal team stood firm on their claim that Ryan is innocent and will continue to fight by abiding by the rules. They further added, the fans will always remember his performance against Devin Haney as a masterclass, and that will never be erased. Ryan will continue to elevate the sport and will be actively involved in advocating for reform. Seeing all the drama from the past 2 months coming to an end, various pros and celebs from the boxing world are also hyped up while talking about this whole ordeal and how this will result in future changes and possible new amendments. Chael Sonnen, a former professional martial artist and promoter, came out to give his opinion on the whole situation, saying how things are not always as they appear to be, as many confusing things are revolving around this case, like how no one stopped him initially when the drug was found in his system.
I also had great concern for Ryan Garcia, and I also knew that, man, that's a very tough spot. You have somebody who is out there making us believe that their cheese slid off their cracker, and we're now going to have a government agency telling them, go ahead and go get into a fist fight. Like, believe me, I saw the problem. But you never know what you're looking at. And there's an expression, don't believe anything you hear and only half of what you see. And that expression was created for situations exactly like this.
Chael also talked about how this punishment is not as big as the one that you usually get for having an illegal substance, which is around 2 years. But still, according to Chael, it looks like Ryan may have gotten a better deal despite making a huge mistake. He said, I'm just telling you, there's no part of this that can be true unless everybody involved allows it to be true. Like, for example, if you have a steroid found in your system in the state of New York, you sit 2 years. Now, many times a commission will act like a traffic court. Well, you showed up today and you were awfully polite, and I'm going to reduce the fine a little bit, but that's not the way that it works. It's 2 years. While not taking things so calmly and diplomatically, Shakur Stevenson went straight to the point and called Ryan a cheater, and how he deserved to get punished for it, as he made a spectacle of the sport. Shakur also pointed to the fact that this suspension is nowhere near as long as it should have been. He said, I think it should have been longer. I think that if they say he was really cheating, I ain't really like reading up on it. But if like confirmed that he was cheating and he's a cheater, and he went in there and cheated to get that victory, I feel as though it should be a longer suspension. Shakur also made the point that incidents like these need to be stopped, and the best way to do it is to make those responsible to be held accountable for their actions, so others think twice before doing something the same. He further stated, I don't think 1 year is enough. I think 5 would have made an example out of somebody that cheated. It kind of encourages because it seems like people still give Ryan the benefit of the win and things of that nature. Yes, it still encourages, and it probably helps other fighters feel this though, that they can go in there and cheat and feel like they don't have too harsh of a consequence. With all these reactions of others, it looks like things are only getting heated for Ryan, as just a few hours ago, another drug test conducted for Ostarine on Ryan Garcia came out positive, resulting in others taking a dig at Ryan for saying that the amount he unintentionally took wasn't substantial. Dan Rafael reported, once Garcia's positive VADA tests were returned, the commission had a sample it collected from Garcia, unrelated to the sample provided to VADA, tested for Ostarine, and it was positive. To make matters worse, just recently, Devin Haney came forward with a brand new lawsuit against Ryan, claiming that this move made by him has cost him many precious opportunities that could have earned him not only great money, but also resulted in him going further in his career. Devin said, "My lawyers will do what they've got to do to prove that in court against Ryan. We will take legal action because it has affected me, not only financially, but mentally and everything." Ryan, not being an easy person to bully, took to Twitter to express how this lawsuit from Devin's team is ridiculous and pathetic as it makes no sense. He tweeted, "There is no damn way I'm being sued for hurting Devil Haney's feelings. The softest man ever created this crazy, don't know Bill Haney sperm was like this." Despite this new tweet, there have been a lot of outbursts from Ryan's side after the suspension was announced, calling it unfair and wrong. He even commented on how it was a deserving win, but everything was taken away from him just for the reason that some people are not happy about him being so successful. He tweeted, "Took my victory away when I didn't do shit. I can't believe the people let this shit happen to me." Noticing all this commotion made online by Ryan, Shane Watson stepped in to comment on how this sentence is not as long as it should have been as in the past. Various boxers have gotten way worse despite smaller intakes of banned substances.
No, where's the consistency with these bans? Like, why does one guy get a year? Why does Lynn Cameron get 4 years? Why is like Conor Benn why does Amir Khan get 2 years for way less amount of ostarine in his body? 0.5 milligrams. What was Ryan Garcia? Something like 6.8, something along them lines. Don't quote me on it. It's something around that lines anyway. A lot more than what Amir had. Amir admitted to it, didn't lie.
Shane also emphasized the fact that these things in such a competitive sport are against basic morals and will result in younger athletes going astray, which will ultimately not be a good look for boxing. He commented, "You can't then go and ban someone for a year that's taken way more, has earned a shitload of money out of basically cheating as well, and not even that." It's the way he responded to it. He thought he was funny putting out photos of like the stuff he was taking, making jokes of it, saying he's on steroids. It's not a good look for the sport, and it's going to encourage people to juice, that's the problem. Rolly Romero, on being asked about the whole situation, seemed shocked to learn the fact that the fine money that Ryan has to pay along with his suspension is going to Golden Boy Promotions, instead of directly to Devin, as he was the one who was damaged the most by this whole thing. Bewildered, he stated that it is an odd thing to do, and how at the end of the day, these big companies have their own interests in mind.
So it doesn't go to the fighter that got damaged?
No, it doesn't go to Devin.
What the fuck's the point of that shit?
I mean, Devin essentially
Wait,
gets
so you put on this fighter that's clearly, all this shit, whatever they want to say, whatever just happened, right? But the one who took all the damage isn't getting part of the fine? There's something really off about that whole situation.
Yeah.
I mean, it has nothing to do with me. I don't give a fuck what happens right there, but man, why is it going to Golden Boy?
Looking at all these comments and views, it's no surprise that Ryan will be going through some bumpy days ahead while being shunned by most of his fellow fighters and the community itself. But despite all this criticism, recently a statement was made by the president of the World Boxing Council, Mauricio Sulaiman, who came out in his support saying how at this moment, Ryan should not be crucified further as the whole drama has already started to take a toll on him. He stated, "Many are asking how the WBC will punish Ryan Garcia. We don't care to punish him. We want to help Ryan, the human being who is suffering and going through difficulties. This is not a matter of boxing. Ryan needs immediate support and attention now. Champ, we are here for you." With this video coming to an end, along with the drama surrounding our hotshot boxer, what are your thoughts on this ban? And how do you think things will be for Ryan going forward? And just like always, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to tell us about your thoughts in the comments below.